Hi guys, so this video is about styling. So after you have put in your styling products, one of the brushes that I use is this paddle brush. A brush makes a big difference, and I can't really say, depending on the person, what kind of brush that would be best for them. But if you have a lot of hair, you should have a paddle brush. Uh, just to cover a lot more ground, basically. If you have, one thing I would recommend is not to have a round brush that has those really tight bristles on them. That can easily pull your hair out. So that's why I like paddle brushes. And obviously you can get them in any size that you want. It's all about preference, really. I also use the rat tooth comb. So this is good if you want to, it's good for greasing your scalp. It's good for if you want to trim your hair. I am not advocating trimming per se, but for anyone out there that can trim their hair, it's very good for parting it and just separating your hair like this. So it can create really straight lines. But maybe if you were to do it on your own, that you couldn't get those straight lines. But I'll be honest, as far as saving time and all of that, I just use my hands. But this is definitely good for that unless you are trimming your hair. If you're trimming your hair, you really want to have a rat tooth comb. What I also use for once I decide to actually blow dry my hair, often I separate the hair and use these crab clip or alligator clips, and then it's easy to do your hair in sections. But 100%, I have a bunch of these. Some are larger than others. And the great thing about this also is when you're trying to let your hair dry, you can separate your hair and your scalp into multiple chunks, and you could pin each of those back because the slowest drying part for your hair is the roots. So if you spread the roots into different sections, it's going to have the air actually come and dry it out much faster. So I use that, and then the blow dryer I use is Hot Tools. So I have used multiple Hot Tools blow dryers, and they're very, very good. I only put it on medium heat because I don't want to add too much heat to it. But as far as quality and everything like that, I would definitely recommend Hot Tools as one of a good option. And then for flat ironing, I always use a Chi flat iron. I've had this flat iron for 12 years. Okay, so this is for real. And I don't know if they still have this in their disclaimer warranty or anything like that, which is that if you have to replace it within a year, that it's free. I don't know if that's still true, but that was at one point. It's something that you can look into a bit. But you can actually get curls from the flat iron, which in another video I can show you about that because I don't have a curling iron. I'm not going to use it enough to make it worth it. But you can see that with the flat iron, you can still get curls. So there's a lot of experimentation when it comes to styling. But you can see that the hair lotion that I put in just made a huge difference. It's all straight. I didn't even put a lot on it. But everyone's journey is going to be different. And with Black Friday coming up, this is the best time to get a bunch of products on sale to try it out later. So some of my products are starting to run low. And I want to try some new things to where maybe I buy a different one and don't use the same shampoo that I did before. Or you might want to rotate it. You can do multiple ones, but definitely Black Friday is the best time to get new products to test it out. And I will say that when you do research, I encourage research on the different products that have come out. But you have to keep in mind that just because something might have a lot of vitamin E or a lot of soy or a lot of something like that, that doesn't guarantee that your hair is gonna continue to grow and that your ends are gonna stay moist and all of that. So keep that in mind. A formula is important, but you need to know the fact that you're gonna have to try it and see if it works, right? So that's just the basics of what I do when I'm washing and styling my hair, and I have to start looking at some new products that I'm going to get on Black Friday. So that's my recommendation for that. And my next video will be on different hairstyles.